What's up guys, my name is Alex and welcome to another Wynonna Earp video. Today I'm going to be talking about Wynonna Earp Season 3, Episode 3. Now just before we get into this, I did do a live reaction to this episode like every other episode in this season. That's up on my Patreon if you guys want to go check that out, and that is linked in the description. Yeah. Also, like all my review videos, if you haven't watched the episode first, I do recommend that because I am going to be talking about spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, watch the episode and then come back here. Alright, let's get into this episode. It was a bit of a different episode than your typical Wynonna Earp. It was a morning episode. If you guys watched my last video, you will know my thoughts and I guess my disappointment in Doles' storyline, I guess like his departure, and also his storyline leading up to that in the previous seasons. I do recommend watching that first, but yeah, you'll know sort of my thoughts on that. I will say I'm still like disappointed by that, but I do like that they spent this episode mourning Doles. Like they gave the characters the time to mourn him. It wasn't just like they started the episode with the funeral and then they moved on. I do like that they dedicated a full episode to this. So yeah, it was a very emotional episode, to be honest. I just, yeah, there's I guess a lot to process. We did, however, get to see a little bit more of Cataline, which is Doc's wife, apparently. Apparently everyone has a secret wife. I will say, I really loved the scenes between Cataline and Waverly. They were quite entertaining. Waverly was just so sassy in those scenes, and I really liked it. But again, Cataline, she's using those, what are they called? Those, I want to say totem, but that's not the right word, is it? But those like cards that they use to predict things. And she pulled out the angel card apparently with Waverly, and I'm like, Christ. What is Waverly? Like it's just, oh, so many questions. Whenever they sort of like reveal something, it's like just more questions that I have. So I'm very curious to see what she knows about Waverly. I just want to know what's up with Waverly, you know? I just want to know. We've been asking these questions since the end of season 1, and I still just want to know. We did see a bit of like Waverly, I guess, feeling, I don't know if being left out is the right term, but I mean, they were talking about like funeral preparations and stuff like that, and obviously they sort of talked about their own wants, I guess, or preferences for when they die. And we found out that Ward got burial sites for him, Willa, Wynonna, and Mama Earp, but not Waverly. And I'm like, wow, what a dick. So, I mean, clearly he knows that she's not an Earp. Like, I think we already knew this because, I mean, all we've heard is like how differently and how badly Ward treated Waverly compared to Wynonna and Willa. So it was kind of evident, but now this is just like another sort of, just like confirming that, you know, clearly he knew that she wasn't his. I wonder if he knew who she was or if he just knew she wasn't his, you know? There's just been a lot of questions come up this episode in regards to Waverly, and I think we're definitely sort of starting to get to a point where some of these questions are gonna have to be revealed. So I am excited to see more about Waverly. We had this guy, I honestly have forgotten his name. He was a friend of Doles. He worked at the Black Badge division. I'm not a fan of him. I don't like him, to be honest. I feel like we were supposed to warm up to him in this episode, but I just don't like him. I don't know why. I just don't. And I don't want him here. I'm glad he's gone, but we've seen him in the promo, so he clearly comes back. I just am not a fan of him. Not a fan. I'm sort of like really sort of torn with Nicole this episode. I'm torn in that, like, I'm glad we got to see, like, her talk about Doles and her connection with Doles and how he was helping her. But I'm just, like, on that same note, again, like I sort of mentioned in last week's episode, I'm just really sad that we never actually got to see that, you know? I'm sad we never actually got to see Doles and Nicole work together like that, you know? Like, it was just them. I'm really sad we didn't get to see that, really. It was just, we're only going to be hearing about it. And that just makes me sad again. We did get a little bit more information about Nicole and her surviving the massacre. She apparently went to a concert. Yeah. At the Ghost River Triangle. I did do a theory video. If you guys want to go check that out, I talked about Nicole and Mama Earp's possible backstory, my theory in regards to that. If you guys want to go check that out, I have that linked in the description. But there are some dates that are confusing me, to be honest, and I just really want to know more. I did talk about in my last in the theory video, you guys should definitely check that out, that I thought a massacre happened in 1999 because it sort of made the most sense in the timeline. It made the most sense with, you know, how old the girls would have been. It made the most sense with, you know, the 7 years, because the next massacre that would have happened was 2020, but they mentioned that the massacre that they're investigating now is happening early. But if a massacre happened in 1996, then the latest massacre would have been in 2017. So that math doesn't entirely make sense to me. And also the fact that if the massacre that Nicole survived was in 1996, then she would have been 5. And I'm a little confused why a 5-year-old is going on a concert. But yeah, I guess we'll see what more information we get, because these dates are definitely confusing me a bit. But yeah, so she went to a concert. There was a massacre, and she somehow got to the river and someone saved her there. So again, I feel like my theory video could play into that potentially. But we'll see where it goes. We did have some really cute moments between like Nicole and Waverly. Again, like this episode, they were really emotional, but they were really cute. There was a part where they were talking about like funeral plans, and the dude was asking like about talking to their husbands. And like Nicole is just just grabs Waverly's hand. I'm like, oh, I love them. When Nicole kept on calling Cataline hot, Waverly was getting jealous. I was like, I don't know. I liked those parts, to be honest. I mean, it's way hot. They're just they're just cute. Just full stop. That's how you describe them. They're just cute. Poor Jeremy this episode. Poor Jeremy. Just getting beaten on from everyone. Emotionally from Wynonna. Physically from that douche from BBD. Yeah, just poor guy. I'm glad that he's back on board with the team. Him and Wynonna have sorted out their stuff. I'm glad for that. Yeah, this episode was a lot different to your typical Wynonna Earp episode. But yeah, I honestly don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I feel like I liked it, but like obviously it was just so emotional, and I'm just like sad by it, you know? I'm still sad by dolls. So yeah, I think that's my feels. But yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you guys like this video. Hit that like button if you do. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comment section below. And subscribe if you're new, if you haven't already. But yeah, I think that's about it from me. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.